Hi you guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a September, ooh, that was real close to my mouth. September monthly love reading here. So I'm going to do a second part, you guys. I just think I should do that because I'm getting the feeling to just do some more. So we're just gonna get into it and do that. Ooh, we have a tarot card in this deck. So you have the Four of Wands here. So I'm getting that you guys are meeting somebody, or you guys are going to get in this situation where you guys are bringing in marriage, rituals here, things that's repetitive here that's going to lead to um, a long-term commitment here. Or I'm also hearing instant gratification. So there's instant. You guys have a really good karma here. I keep hearing about our um, Shy is a golden hour here. We have baby steps as well. Number five. So you guys are taking baby steps right now. We also have talking smack as well as the over energy. So I'm getting that this person, or there's somebody who's 26 years old, or there could be just be somebody who's maybe there just could just be somebody who just doesn't like what's happening for you here, and I'm getting this person's just throwing shade. Okay, so but I'm getting it's not their blessing, it's your blessing, so it's okay. Yeah, I'm also getting this vision where we have communication number two. I'm getting this vision of the ex best friend and the ex boyfriend. They're getting married. They're getting married here. They have a family where they accept this. This is how you know, like, if there's acceptance on their side of this behavior, that's how you know that these females are side chicks or side dudes here. No disrespect. Okay, it's just like, it's something about like just high morals and high values, and also you have children and you really want your child to be around that, to learn that. It means that, there's no rules. Like, there's no sense of following the United States rules, okay? If that's widely accepted. It's something where it's like, if you know this, you were dating this person, if you know this was your so-called best friend, or this is your, yeah, your so-called your best friend here, and that's their spouse, you don't get with them after a situation here. And if you were the cause of the problem and you did what you did, then like you should most certainly never, don't get involved. But if that is acceptable and that's you guys' situation, I'm not saying congratulations, but I am getting a vision that I am getting a vision that the ex-best friend and the ex-boyfriend are getting married here, and the family's gonna hook them up because they're just like, I don't give a fuck, like I don't really give a damn, like, it is what it is. Like, you embarrassed us and stuff like that. And I'm like, this is not about embarrassment. It's about, like, the person that you raised. What are you saying? That, you just upset because somebody didn't nip you in the bud, but you knew that that was incorrect and you still doing it. So why would you not think that somebody's going to come out their left cheek and not embarrass you, or I'm not even saying embarrass you, but not say what this is about. You feel embarrassed because it is true. So I feel like in this your situation here, there's something going on with this. Okay, this is not acceptable. Like I said, like, you can go outside and, you can kill a person or like steal something, but what matters is your color. That's what matters here. That's what matters here. If you're white, okay, you know what, like, that's okay. You have a whole family that's married and stuff like that. That's okay. You know what I'm saying? That's not really that important. I'm getting confirmation on that. But if you're black, oh, you live in a low income, you're on public assistance, yeah, you need the harsh punishment. You know what I'm saying? You need the harsh punishment. Oh, that's the culture. Let's keep the culture going on. Let's keep the culture going on. Let's keep this institutionalized racism going on here, okay? Or like favoritism going on. That's great. That's great. Because you're not of value. This other kind, or this other person is of value here. Okay, so be careful. I'm not really be careful here, but this is a warning here. I feel like for some of you guys were like, well, that's not me, I'm not doing that here, then it's not your energy. If it doesn't apply, then let it fly. That's what my mom taught me too. Okay. So let's get a card for you guys here. But right now, you guys are in baby steps energy in terms of like getting married, or like, just having something become a habit here. Okay. Because I feel like something is coming towards you, a lover or something in the month of September is coming towards you in love. It may come through a job or through a friend here, whatever the situation is. And it's the universe trying to tell you, like, hey, this is going to be a big step here for when this does happen. Make sure you're ready here. And these baby steps are you getting the energy of being ready here. Okay, so what card do we have? So we have desire here. We have 3. So 53 can be important here. So I'm getting that you guys, or both of you and this person, are really desiring each other right now, or desiring the baby steps here. There's something about like how like both of you guys feel like this is a huge step. This is a big leap here. So I feel like both of you guys are really, you know, like, oh, please don't make it seem like it's a lot, universe or God. Okay, so overall energy is vitality here. This is not a good card for me now. Okay, because there's a snake, there's traditional snakes. So somebody does these slyful things as a habit and they get off of it with vitality here. It makes them young. If you guys ever watch the movie Stardust, there's these 3 witches here, and these 3 witches, they ruin this person's life here, and they get off of it. They and in return they get youthful here. So I'm getting there's something about this situation here. This is why baby steps needs to happen here. I'm also getting that these baby steps also is to protect you guys from, you know, getting involved from people who are traditional snakes here. They make a habit, they get a job, they get off of like these things, and they get more richer here. So that's why, you know, when you see people who you know, they have really nasty ass attitudes here, but they end up getting a house on public assistance, or they end up getting the man that you would want. Okay, these are people who are traditionally, they're tricksters. They're like Loki. Okay, and they get off of it. So this is an exchange. Okay, but in the end, they have to keep this going here. Eventually, when you have a nasty ass attitude and you become old and you did get on public assistance and you have a child here, you can't have any kids. So what's your next step? What are you gonna do? Now you look old and wrinkly, and I still look youthful. I actually have a man who's loyal and who actually want to stay. Yeah. So all that in a bunch, right? So with 32 and we've had 53, flip that, that's 35, and we have 32. Okay. So we also have the number 4 as well. So there's a lot to just, you know, it's just a lot to be thankful for. This desiring here, I do feel like this person, they do want this to happen with you. Okay, but it's like you, both of you guys are just like, oh my gosh, like I'm really scared for this new beginning here. I'm really scared because something is like happening here with baby steps and desiring here. It kind of feels like, okay, F that vitality and for a wand here. Like, I know, like, this is the light at the end of the tunnel. I can see the light, okay? But baby steps and desire, I really need that. Like, I'm having a mini heart attack right now. Your person and you are having, okay? So, yeah, but this behavior, it has to stop. Because I'm like, literally, like, I'm at the point where I'm just like, do you not fucking care? Yeah, like you don't care. Like you have all these damn kids and you're getting married and stuff like that, and you're gonna let this chick just jump up in a crime or jump up in a family and just get married, and you're gonna be like, okay, yeah, and I'm like, okay, really? I got something for all of you guys because you asked us all getting in trouble, and that's not a threat. It's just facts here. I'm like, literally, that's like not following the American rules. My people should not be suffering, and even if this is a culture fucking thing, I'm not tolerating that. There's no fucking reason why white, because I really feel like this is like a racial shit. Like if I was white, if I was white and I was doing what she was doing, if I was white and you were living in my culture, you know what I'm saying? I would, what she is getting away with everything. You know what I'm saying? And then now that I'm black, oh, you're looking at me, you're giving me dirty looks, right? But you don't give this white bitch dirty looks, right? I really feel some type of way because I'm like that everything that's happening or everything that was said, it was like it wasn't towards me. I mean, it was towards me, but it was like, you know, almost she had to say like, oh, can you stop saying that? Like, you know, you're funny. And looking at me like, you really gonna tolerate this shit? He's making racial jokes, not towards her, to me. You know, when you talk about white people, you talk about white people in the sense of like, oh, you know, they're entitled and this and that, third, yada yada yada. But look at what you're doing. Look what you're doing. You're a hypocrite. You don't want to care. You don't care because there's nothing that's happening to you here. But then when all your race gets wiped out, or when somebody does something, so you would be the first one to cry or protest or something like that, right? Get out of here, bro. Out of here, bro. How you have that type of power and you don't want to do anything with that power by making everybody equal? That's my thing. And then you know what's so interesting, yeah? Like when I was living in this neighborhood, I noticed that when everything happened, I was living there wasn't a lot of Caucasians. But then once I started to come back there was more white people there than before. And then now, when I start to normalize, so I start to be myself in certain neighborhoods that are white, populations, I notice that a lot more like people who are from low income, they come over there. White people are like in the house, or they go to a different neighborhood, or something like that. It's racist, and I don't like that. It's very inappropriate. and you want to smile in my face and want me to serve you as a cashier or at your food and expect me to not do something, I gotta hold my pride. This ain't 19 something, bro. It is 2023. You're not gonna continue to act this way. And I'm gonna show you. We're all gonna show you because we're gonna continue to pop up. And what are you gonna do? You're just gonna have an island where it's you. We're gonna come there too because there's more of us than you. This is not acceptable. It is not acceptable. And I think that people are just like, oh, it's not that big of a deal. But I really feel like it's hurting people's feelings now. And we all know when people get their feelings hurt, what people do, especially if they're not emotionally, if they're not emotionally matured. That is not our fault. That is America's fault. We have jackpot and we have a magic carpet here. 42 and 40. Okay, we also have the Four of Wands as well. Okay, so we're going from 53 to 30, not 53, we're going from 35 to 32, and now we're going from 42 to 40. Okay, so I do see that in the month of September here, there's a lot of like, okay, you guys are changing the ball game here. I do feel like there's a situation where like it could be like the ex best friend and the ex boyfriend. There's something about a ball game changing, even if it's not going with them. There's a movement. I could feel it. Where it's like you should not be doing this shit. Like, I'm not tolerating this. We're not tolerating this as a nation. This shit is straight up racist. How are you going to accept this person's behavior when they're doing the same exact fucking thing, but because this person's Hispanic and I'm black, or because this person's white and I'm black, or white or Chinese, or Spanish and Chinese, it doesn't matter. It's equality at the end of the day. And I'm taking care of all your kids. You really tell me that I should spend all my time on this white child and not on this black child? But you be the first to copy our trend. Why are you copying us if you move away from us? What are you trying to say? Because your white men like fat asses? I don't get it. You're picking and choosing, so then we can pick and choose. As a matter of fact, I'm not doing that because there's nothing that you have that we can that we should be copying off of you of. Does that make sense? There's nothing that there's nothing that we need to copy off of you on. Nothing. You guys have the color. I'm like, your color doesn't do anything to the sun, doesn't make you smarter. It doesn't have any privileges at all. But the way how you look in the present moment, what it does, the effect, what it does, instant gratification. I'm not coming at the people who are like this, but it's like, as you have this power, like for me, I have this platform, I have this power. I'm not going to be like, oh, me. No, I'm talking about soulmates. I'm talking about twin flames. I'm talking about the things that's happening on the news rarely, though, because it's like, I don't want to, because this is a touchy topic, but I do talk about it. Talk about the newspaper. I talk about racism. I talk about racism because it happened to me. You know what I'm saying? It's not like, oh, I'm gonna lynch you, but I did have people who were driving down the fucking street or going up the fucking ramp, which is really important. Going up the ramp like this fucking great debaters. Talking about you want to fucking lynch my ass. You know what I'm saying? Not okay. And it's not just one thing. Following me in this fucking supermarket, giving me dirty looks and stuff like that, shoving me like, bro, who mans is this? Are we in 1960 or before that? Like, or 2022? Or like, what's going on? What is it? It's 2022, right? Yeah, it's 2022. We're going into 2023, yeah? 23 is also in our spine. That's where we get the chills. That's activation. So it's time to wake up, honey. It's time to wake up, honey, for real. People think I'm lying about my story with my ex-boyfriend and stuff like that because, I think they see me or something like that, whatever. And like, oh, you lying. Like, y'all look so happy. You don't understand what happened behind closed doors. You don't understand before what happened. You don't understand before, we started popping up in places and stuff like that. You weren't there. This dude is very aggressive when it comes to, like, just having a statement. He likes to debate. That's the word. He likes to debate. So when I'm like, like, okay, like I'm taming myself because I'm like, you're not listening. You're not respecting me. You don't see quality. All you see is like me. I want to be important. You know what I'm saying? But let's get one more card for the month of September. So we have trust, the all-seeing eye. You guys need to trust what's happening in the month of September with you and this person. See the things I was just talking about, like you guys don't know what happened behind closed doors. The all-seeing eye is about like reading between the lines, what you don't see, right? Trust what you don't see, right? It may look very beautiful, like a happy marriage. Oh, you guys are really happy, but are they? There are always problems in marriages. You know what I'm saying? Like, And they'd be like, okay, I just don't want to deal with it. This and that, there, blah, blah, blah. But like, that there's, always problems in happy marriages, or there's in a happy marriage, it ain't everything ain't what it seems. So with trust, it's like everything ain't what it seems. These baby steps that you and your person are going through here, you may be like, okay, I'm tired of it, but everything is not what it seems. It's preparation for the jackpot here, for this magic carpet here, for you to get married, or for you guys to have something is, something is a habit here for you and this person here. So we're going to read 21 here for you guys. Okay. I used to hate when people like, hate is a strong word, but I used to dislike, when people, read out of the book here. But basils will indicate energy surrounding trust and the working of relationships. Consideration and putting more into gaining harmonious ground are required, and although this does not include romance, basils is referring in a relationship or connection. Referencing any relationship or connection. Education and travel are all areas that are shining with positive vibes at the moment. But be wary of being in situations or relationships that are no good for you. That's why I just said was talking about ex-boyfriends and ex-girlfriends. The ex-boyfriend and the ex-best friend. That was no good. That's what basils are talking about. That's what this basil card is talking about. Trust what you feel intuitively here. If you know that this person was no good, like I said with about the ex-best friend, the ex-best friend, and the ex-boyfriend, if you know that was no good, because now that I'm outside the situation, I'm like, no, I'm not going to sit here and be like, okay, I'm going to let it be. No, this is a serious situation here. Because you're sitting in this welfare home. You're white, and you just did what you did, and I'm looking at the picture, the story, and you think that you're just gonna come out of that neighborhood or cop out of that culture and then pop in your fucking thing. We can't do that. We have to stay there. And then you want to be popping out and they'd be like, okay, we can go back and forth. No, you need to do something when you have that amount of power. Just like celebrities can't just be like, oh, I'm making money and I'm a singer by myself. No, you don't do that. And you think that you're doing some fucking work by continuing the culture or continuing the shit. No, it's not okay. I don't follow that shit. I don't do that, bro. Because it's not what we need. It's not where we should be going. We should be going towards things like where your culture is going, where your nationality is going. Not going to jail, not doing things to put your ass in jail. Change the trend. Why are you not there? Catch on, bro. And then people look at my family, they be like, oh, I don't know why you're not following. I'm like, I don't know why you doing that, because I'm not trying to go to jail, and I'm not trying to get in trouble. I'm not trying to, like, come on, bro. You're not getting the assignment here. We just got out of a situation. We just got out of a situation like that. Why would you want to put yourself like that? Oh, because you're smart. I don't give a damn. If we're in that situation and we still getting hostile, we're not that smart. We're not that Gucci. Okay? Because if you want to keep putting this in jail, oh, you're jealous. All right, that's your business. All right, so stop bothering me. Let me still get there. I should be able to go there if I want to or not. My destiny shouldn't be like, oh, it's either jail or low income or no. Because even though we got it, like, no, not everybody want to be like that. I don't want to be like that, and I'm African American. Like, what are you doing, bro? And that's why I said I don't want to be around her, because I'm like, bro, if you're going to continue the trend, I'm like, okay, cool. I'm going to let it slide and I'm going to let it slide and stuff like that. But, like, bro, I don't like that. Like, I grew up on that stuff. I've been there. I've done that. I don't want to be like that, bro. Like, that's it. That's game. 28. For real. Like, come on, bro. Nobody doing that. I'm not doing that. Oh, look it. I just look. The deities connected to Basil Trust are I don't even know how to pronounce this, but I see Loki. It says Jupiter, deities, magical correspondence. Okay, the basils are used for good luck, love, prosperity, reconciliation, and success. Deities, Annie, I think it says Ardia, or Arnis, Ezreali, I don't know, Erzulie, Ares, Aradia, Aine, Jupiter, Karashin, Krishna, Loki, Loki, Mars, and Seth, Seth, and Vishnu, I believe, Vishnu. I'm telling you, bussin', bro, for real. And then on top of that, in my last read, I think it was after Yoka's read, I was talking about how, like, what was I saying? Not Loki, but I said I was talking about the number 2. Oh no, I was talking about the letter A's. I said, oh, this person have two A's because I was saying like attraction looks like attention. So I said something about A's is important here. I'm telling you guys, busting all the way. We also have jackpot. Also in the Alpha that was jackpot was a thing. I'm telling you, man. Everything is connected too. Don't wake up when it's too late for real. Because when it's too late, then what? People gonna have to be left behind like Solomon and Gomorrah. I told you not to be having sex with everybody. I told you not to be doing that, but you want to. You insisted. You insisted. You insisted, honey. That's it. That's game. It's not that important because it ain't happening to you. But remember I said with a October love reading, I said, hey, happy birthday, by the way. I said, listen, this person, they were following the trend, but then once this person got cheated on, they was like, oh, I don't know why this person's following the trend. They thought the trend was okay, because this person getting cheated on, and now they got cheated on, and they're like, okay, I don't think it's okay, they don't say how they think it's okay. They was like, I don't know why this person's following the trend, but it's like until something happens to you, that's when you like, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? Like when you get robbed, because I got robbed, you know what I'm saying? And it ain't happening again, honey. You know what I'm saying? But when what they say, like what I was about to say. I was just thinking like, bro, you hear that? Like she make it clap, like wildin' out, bro, for real. All I'm saying, you guys, don't be doing it too late. Cause I learned my lesson, bro. That ex-boyfriend, bro, I was like, yo, this dude is like not even chatting, bro. He really about that life, bro. Honestly. And I was like, honestly, like he was on some other type of time. Like I knew he was about that. Like I'm not talking about like about that life, like fighting and stuff like that. But he really like some low key. It's not even low key. He's like this nigga dead ass like violated, bro, for real. And it's like, yo, I don't understand you. I don't think you understand, like, this is some racial shit. And you talk about, like, I think he also said that his grandmother was, like, racist and shit like that. Like, oh, I don't think they like black people or something like that. Like, and I was like, no, I don't think so. Like, we have the high priestess popping up here, like, and we have the page of cups here. Like, like, something's beginning. Something's, like, at the root or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, why she acting like that? First off, like, I'm living in a chick's house, bro, and the bitch is really like, oh, I love this chicken. Like, it's not even like the bitch is dragging that. Like, I'm dead in a whole daydream, bro. And the shorty, like, really, like, saying, I love this chicken. I love this chicken to the point where I woke out of my daydream, bro. And I'm like, why you keep saying that in my head? I didn't say that out loud, but I was like, but I made a face of like, yo, what's your issue? Like, you know what I mean? Eating your chicken? Because the chicken was not as salty. And every time we order from this place, it's mad salty. But I was like, oh, I dead ass too was thinking like, oh, I'm gonna get some more chicken, but I was like, see, well, that's why she was saying that. But I'm like, bitch, you don't gotta say it like that though, like, because I really felt like you killing two birds with one stone. Like, you trying to say don't touch my chicken, but like, trying to tell your son like I don't like this black bitch, bro. Like, for real. I'm like, what's your problem, bro? But the bitch had a higher job too. Like, I don't get it. And then the white bitch that she brought that her son likes, she don't even got a high position, bro. I'm like, yo, how is that all these like African Americans is caking high positions and you still want this white bitch, bro? Or you just still want this chick, bro? Like, bro, it's an issue, bro. This chick got an issue, like, oh, and I think that's what racism is about. And I'm like, yo, we're not dealing with this shit, bro. It's 2023. It's about to be 2023, bro. For real. On my face, bro. I'm not dealing with that shit. 23 minutes, bro. For real. 23 and 14. Because that really pisses me off. Because I'm like, if I could look at your white kid and I look at your white kid, I'm not even looking at the fucking kid's color, bro. I'm just like, oh, you look awake. Like, you look like one of them kids that come out when they born and they like, oh, you look like you really like, what's going on. I'm not looking at your color of the sun, bro. I'm looking at your sun, but I'm like, oh, like, you're aware. Like, you're aware of, like, it's like they're aware of their privilege. You know what I'm saying? Because they act different. They breathe different and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, some true story for real. And I'll be like, I'm not dealing with this shit, bro. Because I'm like, black people act the same way too, but they have to accept the culture. And I'm like, bro. And they're like, oh, but that's the only thing that's ours. I'm like, bro, honestly, like, if Krista could become, because I heard something about, like, if we taught them how to clean and eat right and shit like that, that shit ain't them. And them acting all proper and shit like that, that's not them. You know what I'm saying? We was still in the jungle and shit like that and doing all that. But if we know how to clean and stuff like that, the only thing that's different is that they had buildings and we didn't have that. We still was living in there. So what's the difference? But you was not cleaning, you was not active, but we was doing everything like I said if we had a home. So what's the difference? Bro, like, you was basically living out on the street, not cleaning stuff like that. You fucking them cavemans, bro. Like, I don't get that, bro. I no disrespect, bro, but it's like, You blowing minds, because I'm really getting tight now. And I'm like, we not about to tolerate this side chick, not side chick, that's what it is, side chick slash ex-best friend coming with my ex-boyfriend. Bro, you wildin', bro. Like, that really feel like you ain't following them rules, man. There's a reason why I'm going in, bro. Like, it's a reason. Like, for real. Like, I don't know, but I know, like, I follow my intuition. Like, it's a reason. Like, that shit ain't busting, because that shit not going downtown, for real. Shorty wild with that extra D, for real. She not on infinite time, bro, for real. Like, you know, I'm talking about read between the lines, because I'm like, shorty, you wow, you in that family, if they accept that shit, bro. And you got kids, that's what's kind of sensitive to me, too. Like, you got kids, and your kids see that. It's like, ooh, like, I don't know, like, it's just, if for me, I'm just like, you got kids and your kids is watching, you know, you treating people like that, racism and stuff like that. Like, you're wiring people. That means you're building a fucking army. I don't like that. That's disrespectful. You gonna talk to me and you gonna disrespect me in front of your kid like that. So then your kids start acting like, get the fuck out of here, bro. I gotta talk to both of you guys. Two of my essence. I mean, I'm wasting my essence even more, bro. Out of my face, bro. Out of my face. But we just gonna end it because I don't got no more cards. So like, I don't feel like we got no more cards and I gotta go. So anyways, in the month of September, you guys are really like hitting a jackpot here. But with the trust card here, this is very synchronized. 21. Low key, I was just saying, I feel like this is low key, but like, you know, I'm telling you guys, for real, this person could have double A, and I think A also talks about like good job, like A plus. You know, that's the highest letter you could get in college and in middle school and elementary school. A plus, well done. Ain't no mistakes. Ain't no mistakes, honey. Okay, but with trust when something's bad and trust when something's good. I'm telling you guys, like, don't be sleeping on these reads, man, for real. Don't be sleeping on what I be chatting on. Them white people be looking at me like, I know it's you. And I'm like, I know, but are you one of them? Because if you one of them, I think you need to be MK Ultra'd, okay? Like you going through right now, you looking all concerned and looking like, oh man, I'm so sad your emotions is getting to you. That's a great sign that you're upgrading, okay? Like, I say, like, you know, I'm not saying this all of y'all, but if you feel some type of way and you looking like that, you're like, well, damn, I did it before. But it's like, okay, but like, you looking like real sad, like, bitch, you was like really in it. So I don't know. I don't know, man. Like, I don't know, because I mean, I could get it like once or twice, you know, but like, you really making a career off of this shit? Something gotta give. Don't be pouting at me, kissing my fucking feet. Like, that's something you gotta deal with your own. Like, you gotta do your own karma, honey. Like, I don't know how you gonna solve that, but that's why I'm a good person. I can't even say it though. I can't even say it in that language, because I feel like, you know, I'm not ready yet. But like, I'm a good person, bro, for real. And I don't be doing that. I be looking at them kids. I'm like, I don't even look at the fact that you famous, you celebrity. I'm just looking at you. Because at the end of the day, when we don't have that and the world is ending, I'm looking at you. What's your mindset? How's your mindset going? How about them apples? So that is all that I have for you guys here. I hope you guys enjoy. Remember to like, subscribe, to share. Look at the description box below and follow my Instagram. And I will see you guys next time. You know, how about them apples?